In February, one of Milwaukee's most iconic landmarks became the site of another American mass shooting.
There are reports of an active shooter at Miller Coors in the city.
Confirmed active shooter. Shooter still at large. We got one man down.
I could have been one of these people.
According to police, an employee killed 5 co-workers, then himself. Speculation swirled race may have motivated the killer.
A Miller Coors executive told 12 News a noose was left on Farrell's locker in 2015. He wasn't working that day. They never learned who did it.
Months later, the answer is still unclear. Still, 2020 has been a year of reckoning for racial injustice in this country. The death of George Floyd at the hands of a Minneapolis police officer in May sparked protests, riots, and demands for accountability from coast to coast. 3 months later, another police shooting in Kenosha put the spotlight on Wisconsin. The gunshots from a police-issued firearm and the officer holding it shattered the calm of a Sunday night in August. Screams in the seconds after a Kenosha police officer shot 29-year-old Jacob Blake at least 7 times in the back. Blake's family told The Nation the shots paralyzed him from the waist down. Blake's children watching from inside the SUV.
I'm telling the woman cop, I'm like, can you please get back before I shoot you, get back. Like these officers is head, I'm like, shoot me, my kids is in the car.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
The shooting sparked protests in the streets. But when night fell, portions of protests turned violent.
They have used flashbangs, they have used tear gas on numerous occasions. We received the brunt of that on at least 2 occasions. They've used rubber bullets.
Leave the area. Leave the area.
Within 10 minutes, I would say these probably first 5 cars are up in flames.
A second night of unrest took over Kenosha.
We angry, we frustrated, but there's a better way to do these things, you know?
And by the third night, 2 protesters were killed, an armed 17-year-old from another state accused in their deaths.
The person trips as a few people close in. Then the shots ring out.
I'm really asking and encouraging everyone in Wisconsin and abroad to take a moment and examine your hearts.
The uprising following Jacob Blake's shooting was not new. We'd seen it before in 2020, the faces of other men of color killed by police.
Police from Wauwatosa and Milwaukee poured into Mayfair Mall Sunday after a fight inside the mall ended outside with a fatal police shooting.
17-year-old Alvin Cole died on a cold night in February, shot while running away from Wauwatosa police. Officer Joseph Mensah fired the fatal shot which killed Cole. It was Mensah's 3rd deadly police shooting in 5 years.
Alvin Cole, Antonio Gonzalez, and Jay Anderson. The district attorney cleared him in the last 2. The first is still under investigation.
We have over half a dozen officers within these past 5 years that have gotten in several critical incidents and shootings. The common denominator in every single one of them is that a suspect was armed.
In May, prosecutors charged Milwaukee police officer Michael Mattioli, accusing him of putting a man in a chokehold during a party at Mattioli's house. Joel Acevedo lost consciousness and died days later.
There's not a day that I think about him. Those are the hardest days, of missing him.
Acevedo's death prompted activists to renew their calls for change in policing. And by the end of the month, another police killing amplified the message.
I can breathe. Please, the name of it.
George Floyd died in Minneapolis after a white police officer used his knee to press Floyd's neck to the ground. Anger exploded in Minneapolis. And here at home.
No justice, no racist.
Most protests stayed peaceful, but some clashes with police turned violent.
You hear that shooting down there?
Some protesters say police began firing rubber bullets and dispersing tear gas after giving a 10-minute warning to leave.
It turned just bad out of nowhere.
People are trying to kill police officers. We have officers that are being followed home.
At Walgreens, broken glass and graffiti. Across the street, a store full of items gone.
Walked into all the doors broken in, all the windows broken, and everything out of the store gone.
Marchers took their message to the freeways.
And a group of officers that ran past, and it looks like now there's a little bit of smoke coming off the top. Looks like a smoke grenade went off. They've had a little bit of shoving and pushing here as well.
Through the protests emerged a resounding and repeated call.
Black Lives Matter! I matter, and I want to stand up for George Floyd.
What do you understand about what's happening?
I understand that people march so they can have more rights.
In 2020, we've been reminded the centuries-long struggle for justice and equality continues today.
Black Lives Matter. There's no way around it. There's no play of words. There's no politics involved at all for me. As a black man, I've seen that I have not mattered.
We've seen how one decision can change lives.
Brothers and sisters, we are here today is because Joelle lives matter.
And we've seen how one voice can be just enough to inspire others.
And if you see somebody along the way, start a conversation.
And just this week, President Trump visited Kenosha in the wake of the Jacob Blake shooting. He continued his call for law and order while denouncing violent acts from protesters. But we wanted to know what the president thought about non-violent protests. So we took our question directly to the president himself.
We're focusing on violent actions, but there have been countless nonviolent protests here in Wisconsin and across the country this summer. People calling for an end to systemic racism. Do you believe systemic racism is a problem in this country?
Well, you just keep getting back to the opposite subject. We should talk about the kind of violence that we've seen in Portland and here and other places. It's tremendous violence. You always get to the other side. Well, what do you think about this or that? The fact is that we've seen tremendous violence, and we will put it out very, very quickly if given the chance. And that's what this is all about.
When we return tonight, a look back on the pandemic and the crisis within a crisis, which unfolded along racial lines.